So, good morning, hello everybody. Today we are going to implement an example in FileIO. In this example, I will take two processes and a file. Okay. Now, these two processes will work in a way that one process, once the process is launched, the process will have 0, 1, 2 file descriptors here by default. When another process is launched, it will have another file descriptor here. It will have its own list of file descriptors here, 0, 1, 2. Okay. When the first process will execute, it will give the open call, and in the open call, this process will open a file and create a stream data channel and create the lowest available file descriptor number, which turns out to be 3. Okay. This file descriptor was opened for the purpose of writing, and the file was opened in the write mode. Then you look here, we'll run another process, and this another process will also give the open call and create a new file descriptor, and this open will happen in the read mode. So we'll have a write file descriptor here connecting with a file. We'll have a read file descriptor from another process connected with the same file. Then this process will, using the write file descriptor, start writing into the file, and this process using a read file descriptor will read from the file. So this is the agenda for today. So we'll start implementation for this. The agenda is set for this. And here we have started. We have created a header file in which we have included stdio.h, stdlib.h for exit function, string.h will use fcntl for FileIO open, and unistd for close functions. So we have also implemented a declaration file, created a declaration.h header file in which we have created these functions. These functions are being created as generic functions. Return type will be void star and argument will be void star. And this is array of function pointers. We are going to use array of function pointers in any kind of application, any kind of program that we'll write in C from today. The functions are returning void pointer. All the functions that you see here, all these functions will return void pointer, void pointer, void pointer, and all the functions will take argument void pointer, void pointer. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that all the functions are returning the same thing and all the functions are taking same thing as argument. Why it was important is because I am going to put all the function pointers in the function array, function pointer array. Now array is a collection of elements of same type. So therefore the return type and the argument type has to be same. Okay. Yes, Ayush? नहीं, एक ही वर्ड स्टार से काम चलाना पड़ेगा. I'll tell you how to do that. We'll do that. That's a good question. Good thought. So I'm going to write my very first function in implementing this. The very first function is init function. Give the prototype for init function as well. Init function will be a separate function whose address will not be put in the array of function pointers. Okay. So init function will work like this. Function name, begin. End. Return 0. Here we have to all the function pointers that we have declared here, because these are going to be generic functions and these are function pointers. These must be declared as extern. and then declared in initialization function. But before that, you make everything external here in the declaration.h header file. This is how the compiler takes it. All the function pointers, if declared as generic function, must be declared as external, and then should be declared separately in the initialization function. Now the declaration has happened. So first you declare all the define all the function pointers, generic functions, and the array of function pointers in a header file as external. Then in an initialization function, you declare all the function prototype for all the generic functions and the array, and then start initialization for all the functions in the init function like this. The name of the array is fptr function pointer index 0. Here you will store address of function. Which function? You will store address of here you will store address of first function, main menu. Here you will store address of second function, exit function. Here you will store address of open file function. Here you will store address of close file function. Here you will store address of write into file function. Then here you will store address of read from file function, and the index will change for all. Index will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is array of function pointers. Now every location of this function pointer has an address of a function. Okay, initialization is done. Now you will go to your main function, where your program will start. In the main function, you will start with main. In main function, in finite while loop, you will call the main menu function. Main menu function. The main menu function has been implemented like this, that it will give void pointer as return, and it will take void pointer as argument. So you have to give void pointer as argument. Give 0 means null for now. But the main menu function you will not call like this. We have created an array of function pointers, so we will call main menu function using array of function pointer fptr main menu index is 0. So you called main menu function. Just have a look at this statement carefully and tell me if you are able to understand this statement. No, this is array of strings. This is not array of pointers. It is array of strings where every pointer is pointing to a string. This is the correct way. Yeah, that is possible when you have a single element at every index. But here you don't have single element at every index. Every index has a address of string, address of string, address of string, address of string. So this is the way it will work. So let's go to main menu function now. main menu function. Here it is, main menu function. In main menu function, we'll give our choices. Main menu. The choices are, what are the operations, FileIO operations we have to do is 1. Open file. 2. Close file. Choice number 3 is write into file. Choice number 4 is read from file. Choice number 0 is exit program. Then you say enter your choice, give your choice. Please give your choice, and you will enter the choice in a variable integer. Say I is your choice. Okay. Now let us first prepare to exit. If your I is equal to 0, that means you want to give choice is exit. So you will call the exit function using array function pointers. Star function pointer, give the index of exit function. Index of exit function is 1. So it is I plus 1. I is 0. So I plus 1 is 1. And the argument is you are going to exit with success. Status, which is a string constant, you convert it into void pointer, because the argument to any function should be void pointer. This is exit function. So before we proceed further, let us write the exit function. Because see, we are implementing an infinite while loop. Main is in the infinite while loop. So unless you have exit function, you will never be able to come out of the program. So very first thing we'll do is we'll implement the exit function. The prototype of the function, even the main menu function, will not be returning integer. It will be returning void pointer. Void pointer, and the argument is also void pointer. Say arg something. We'll see what comes as argument. Now the exit function will also have return type void pointer. Exit function argument will be void pointer arg whatever. Here we'll check what is our argument. If string comparison between arg, if it is equal to success for 7 characters, but arg is void pointer, you have to typecast it to character pointer for comparison. If the first 7 characters are 7 and if are same, in this character string and this character string, and the difference is equal to 0, that means the string is success. Then you will exit as exit success, otherwise else. You will compare. If this comparison ends up with failure, okay, so you will exit with failure status. Okay, so exit function is done. Let's return back to main menu function. In main menu function, if the I is greater than 0, so it could be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, check. Else, if I is greater than equal to 1 and I is less than equal to 4, then you will call other functions. Suppose I 1 hai. 1 means you want to open the file. Okay, so this will become 1 plus 1 2. So you are calling the function number 2. What is the function number 2? That is open file. So it's correct. So this will call other functions. Okay, will be called. So open file function is called from here. I hope you are able to understand this. We are returning arg. What was coming as argument is returning as argument. It's all the same. So before we implement anything else, let us show that this program is working fine, that our header file is fine, that our declarations, we have to declare all the functions. So we can't test it, we have to have all the functions. So we have initialized all the functions. So let's have all the functions before we proceed further. Here, let's have all the functions. Open file.c. Open file.c function. Return type is void star. The function name is open file. Argument is void star. Something arg will come with C. And the same arg will return details with C. Right now let's have the bare minimum function. Then we have close file. Okay. Then we have write into file. Then we have read from file. Okay, that's all. Or do we have a function? Any other function we had? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Oh, why we have 8? Exit function, init and main. Init and main are extra. So all the functions are done. Now save all the files. And now we need a make file. Okay, make file is a shell script. Where we'll create FileIO program using main.o, init.o, exit function.o, main menu dot o, open file dot o, close file dot o, write into file dot o, read from file dot o. If there is any spelling mistake anywhere, please let me know. The target will be created by linking all the object files. Now main.o will be created from main.c, headers.h, declarations.h. By compiling and compiling only, not linking, main.c. We have done same mistake we repeat every day. Done. So next is init.o, next is exit function, next is main menu, next is open file, close file, write into file, read into file. Okay. Open file, close file, read, write. Then you have close file, close file, close file. Then you have read from file, read from file, read from file. Then you have write into, write into file. So all the programs are done, all the make file is done. So let's one more thing we need in the make file, and that is the clean label. Always use it. Ignore the warnings, remove star.o all object files. Again ignore the warning, remove FileIO, the target. Now we'll do make. Build compilation started. Fatal error. Declarations.exit function have a mistake. We did not change the declaration spelling. Make. Well, compilation is done. No, there is some mistake in make file. We have done why is it using right, write. Make clean. Make again. Everything is compiled successfully now. Good. Let's run. FileIO. There it is. Main begin segmentation fault. Okay. The reason is from the main function we called main menu. We called fptr0. What is fptr0? fptr0 is your main menu. You have initialized it, but you have initialized in the init function and you did not call the init function from main function. Called. Fair enough. Make clean, fresh make, and run. There is your main menu. One for open file function begin, and open file function end. Functions called. 2 for close file, 3 for write into file, 4 for read from file, 5 invalid option, 0 for exit. Yes, we are ready for FileIO now, but unfortunately time is over. So we'll continue this program tomorrow, and in the next session, please follow the next session, and we'll actually start our FileIO. Thank you.